We are quickly approaching Thanksgiving. And that's the time of year that people typically reflect on what they're grateful for. But what if I told you that practicing gratitude can actually help you play better on the basketball court? Well, today I'm going to share how you can incorporate gratitude into your routine for better basketball. Let's jump in and discuss. Welcome back to Hard Smart Together. I'm Coach Dave. I'm here every week to help basketball players become the smart, confident players that coaches love. So yeah, Thanksgiving is next week. And we're all excited about the turkey dinners and the hanging out with friends and being out of school. If you're a high school basketball player, you're going to be out of school probably all week. So you get that Thanksgiving break and yeah, you're around family, and sometimes that can be great and sometimes maybe not so great, but you get to be around friends, you get to have fun, you get to, play basketball and practice without the pressure of being in school that week. So we're looking forward to all those things. But what if I told you that the gratitude that we typically save up for Thanksgiving and for Thanksgiving week, practicing gratitude can actually have an impact on how you perform on the basketball court? Well, studies have shown that having a positive mindset starts with gratitude. And having a positive mindset on the basketball court actually helps you perform better, having that positive mindset. So today what I want to share with you is 3 steps for you to take where you can incorporate practicing gratitude on a regular basis and kind of incorporate it in your routine the same way you would incorporate a new fundamental basketball drill. Because at the end of the day, practicing gratitude can be as impactful for your basketball game as incorporating a fundamental drill. So that's what we're going to get into today. Now, before we talk about that, I always like to give you a free gift just for listening in, just for joining me today. So if you haven't already downloaded the 8 intangible skills that coaches love to see in players, this is a great time to download that checklist. It gives you some ways to show off those skills to coaches so that you can have a better impact both on and off the court. And I make it available in a checklist form. I put the link in the description below, or you can simply go to hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. I'll be sure to get you that free checklist. Okay, what are these 3 steps to incorporating gratitude into your regular routine? Well, the first step, I'm big, and I've talked in the past about journaling. We journal some things around basketball, we journal some things around mindset, but journaling is so important. So even if you haven't already started a basketball journal, just pull out a piece of paper. And all I want you to do is to just kind of brainstorm and think of all the things that you're thankful for. I mean, it can be as simple as, at Thanksgiving time, we talk about being thankful for the food on the table, but it's the food and the nourishment you have all the time. Maybe it's the place you live. Maybe it's the town you live in. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your friends. In relation to basketball, maybe it's the fact that you have a body and a mind that allows you to actually participate in a sport like basketball, whereas a lot of people maybe don't, right? Maybe it's being with your friends, the camaraderie in basketball. Maybe it is just hanging out with your friends. Maybe it's a really good friend. It could be the opportunity that you see in your future, the opportunity to go from high school to college, maybe to play in college, maybe not, maybe just to study what you want to study, a job that you want someday, just those opportunities there in front of you. But I want you to just, for you, your things that you're specifically thankful for, just jot them all down. Just brainstorm and just start writing. Just journal it all out. So that's your first step. The second thing I want you to do, after you've done that, come back a couple of days later and just kind of look at that brainstorm that you journaled out. And I want you to make it a little bit more of a list. And maybe it's the top 10 things that you're really thankful for. So you can kind of prioritize them, right? And I want you to write out that list. And then I want you to post that list someplace that you see it every day. One of the greatest is post it on your bathroom mirror. So the first thing in the day, you're just launching into your day and you see this list of things that you're thankful for. And you can just kind of reflect on them. Oh yeah, those are the positive things in my life. Those are the things that I am grateful for, okay? Because I know during the day there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that maybe I'm not so grateful for, right? But let's launch our day that way. Maybe it is post that in your locker at school or your basketball locker, okay? Just a list, just maybe 10 things that you are thankful for, just as a daily reminder, something that you see every day, and that is one of the steps towards practicing gratitude on a regular basis. And it's going to change your mindset. You're going to find yourself each day becoming in a little bit more positive mindset, even if you found yourself kind of negative. Oh, the season isn't going the way I wanted it to. I didn't get that starting role. Oh, grades are not so great. Oh, my parents are on my case. Oh, this teacher wants this big project done. Oh, I never have time for my friends. Whatever is dragging you down, just revisiting this list every day is going to boost you up. It's going to remind you all the things that are really important in your life that you're grateful for. And then step 3, I want this one to be basketball specific. I've talked in the past about having a pre-practice routine, but right when you're going to step into the gym, maybe the first thing as you're putting on your shoes or getting ready for practice, I want you to have like a pre-practice routine. When you walk into the gym, I want you to reflect on basketball specific things that you love about participating in the game. Doesn't need to be complicated. It might be just walking in, the sounds of the gym. The sounds you hear, the bouncing of the ball, the shots coming off the rim. Your teammates talking in the background. It might be the smells of the gym. It might be the feel of the ball. It might be the when you're lacing up your shoes, just how it feels getting prepared for getting onto the practice court. It might be just breaking a good sweat every practice because you've had a drag of a day in class all day and you need to break that sweat just to kind of, maybe you just love that. Maybe you love the camaraderie with your teammates. Maybe you love the attention that your coach is giving you to help you get better every day. Maybe you love the competition that you see in practice. But every time you're going to walk into a gym, every time you're going to practice or go to a game, I want you to reflect on the things you love about the game of basketball. So simple 3 steps. I want you to brainstorm out everything that you can think of that you're grateful for in your life. Number 2, I want you to make a list where you can post it someplace and reflect on that gratitude every day, not just during Thanksgiving. And then number 3, I want you to get basketball specific for every time you walk into a gym, before you practice, before a game. And I want you to think of the things you love about participating in basketball. So that way you can keep gratitude alive all year long, and it can impact your positive mindset, which, believe me, will impact your play on the court and impact your ability to keep progressing through your goals, no matter if, sometimes you hit a speed bump, okay? That's what I got for you today. Have a great Thanksgiving, and until next week, remember to play hard, play smart, and play together. See you next week.